just monitoring these things to make sure. Okay, live on Twitch. Don't have the volume on. That's good. Waiting for YouTube to get wise. There it is.
Oh yeah, I got it on Twitch. We're good.
All righty. Welcome everybody to another Throwback stream. It's me, Casey Wosu, and I'm joined by Marty Sleva. What's up, Marty?
Hey Casey, thanks for having me.
Anytime. I love doing these throwbacks, and I enjoy them just as much doing them with you, because I know you have like a wide breadth of just like old school game knowledge.
Yeah, I like being able to take these trips back. We did Mega Man X
Yes.
the other month. We did Perfect Dark, and
Right.
now what are we doing today?
Today we are playing Fight Night Champion. If I'm not mistaken, this is the last game in the Fight Night series that EA made before kind of switching over to like the UFC stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of marketability. Like I know like maybe professional boxing isn't what it used to be back when I was growing up, and UFC is kind of taken over in terms of like Fight Night frenzy and whatnot. But this game was incredible. One of my favorite games ever, in all honesty. By far the best Fight Night game, best boxing game I think ever made. And most of that I think belongs to that what do they call it? The Sweet Science? That's what they call this their
Sweet
system?
Science.
Yeah, that's what they call their system, where you use the sticks. The left stick controls your body, and triggers control like your arms going up and down or whatever, and then the right stick controls how you throw punches. But it's kind of like how EA used I think they borrowed this system for Skate, where you kind of flick in certain directions to get certain feet movements.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's interesting because boxing games have pretty much been around as long as video games. You had like Punch Out on the NES and everything, but it was always this balance of do you make something like super arcadey and accessible like Punch Out, or do you try to like do like in-depth, like really systems heavy stuff? And I feel like this game like tried to definitely go deep into it and kind of like reinvent how a boxing game is played.
Yeah, and to great success, I think, because it was definitely the most fun I've had playing a boxing game since.
This was just over 10 years old. I think it was March 2011.
That sounds right, but I didn't actually check, so that's my bad.
I only remember because I got into the games industry in April 2011, so I remember this was one of the last games I played before I got my first gig in gaming.
Nice. So, that's a cool way of being able to tell time, right? Like what was I playing when this event happened?
It was this. I was playing this. I was playing Mortal Kombat 9 and then Portal 2.
Nice. Those are great games to have attached to a moment like that.
That was a good ass spring.
Yeah, 2011, 2012, I think go down in history as being like very, very strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have the remake of DMC attached to my child being born.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Because I love that game. Like I played through it several times, and I had the time to do that because he was an infant and all he really did was lay around and make noises and such. So they're kind of easy right at the start, and then they get way harder, and they never stop getting harder. But anyway, let's jump into the story mode, because I think that was the most unique thing about this game. Like there were, I want to say 3 Fight Night games before Champion dropped. It was Fight Night Round 2, then Fight Night Round 3, and then Fight Night Champion.
It's okay.
And Champion added a story mode, which I don't believe happened before. There was like a My Career thing where you create a boxer and you go through kind of a fake series of trainings and matches and whatnot. That still exists in this, but this had a bespoke character. It has its own name, his own arc, and you just play through a bunch of kind of pre-written fights in this guy's life. And it was kind of good as hell.
Yeah. We were talking about this right before we went live. I'm pretty sure that this was the only EA Sports game ever rated M. It's because they wanted a real mature sort of like rags to riches, like gritty story, and even like the game itself like feels kind of like darker and more brutal than some of the earlier Fight Night games are almost just like kind of like jokey, not like as jokey as like something like Ready to Rumble, but not Ready to Rumble. Was that what? Was Ready to Rumble those boxing games for like the Dreamcast? There was 2 of them.
Ready. Yeah, they were on PS2, but I believe they first came out on like the Dreamcast.
Yeah, I got worried because I said Ready to Rumble, and then I was just thinking of that like terrible like David Arquette wrestling movie from like the late '90s that had like some WCW wrestlers. I was like, oh shit, is this the wrong thing?
Guys, let me know if the game is like too loud. Like it's loud to me, but I don't know if it's loud to you guys.
Which means you got to knock that cracker on his ass.
Look, they used the word cracker in an EA game.
Incredible! What a time to be alive.
Like my ears perked up immediately. Like, oh, they're doing something interesting here.
Pure Pyro in Twitch says, "Are there any Rocky video games?" Yeah, they made a Rocky game, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't good. I think they made one like, I think in the 360 era. I might be wrong, but like I could see like, I don't know, it'd be cool if they like made a Creed game. Like get Michael B. Jordan involved.
Wasn't there like a VR Creed game?
Oh, maybe that's literally what I'm thinking of. There was, I think, a PSVR Creed game. Yes. Yeah, I think that, and that was like pretty recent. I think like in the last year.
Oh man, this cheating ass. Gotta keep the head moving.
Look at that, floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I remember this game also had, obviously it had like the big current boxers of the moment, and also had like a bunch of legends, right? Like
Muhammad Ali
Tyson,
was in there.
Muhammad Ali, yeah.
George Foreman in his prime and stuff.
So EA announced that they're not having an E3 thing, but in July, I think July 22nd, they're doing their big EA Play. What do you think the odds are that we get a boxing game?
I don't know. I still don't think boxing is all that bankable nowadays, right?
Yeah, well, unless you put those awful Paul brothers in it.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were talking about that too. You know, EA shifted from boxing to UFC, which seems like where mixed martial arts kind of just went. Like, you know, UFC I think is way more popular than
yeah. It's just
boxing,
it's just the it sport right now in terms of
combat.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll force me to skip the cutscene. I feel like they will if I try to go into the settings right now.
Congratulations on your victory, boy.
Oh, like it won't give you a...
Yeah, it won't just give me the pause menu.
Uh-oh. You have to... Is this going to be like that naked fight in the... There was that one Viggo Mortensen movie where he had a naked fight in a bathhouse. What was that? He played like a Russian... Eastern Promises.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh my God, it's the most uncomfortable... Because it's two dudes in a bathhouse and they have a knife fight and there's just...
Oh man, yeah, that sounds...
There's dongs flapping around and knives. And, oh,
that sounds
terrifying.
Very uncomfortable just to hear.
Night, bitch.
Honey Money wants to know what happened to Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. I remember watching them. I'm pretty sure they both retired by now.
Yeah, they're both probably in this game, right?
I know Evander Holyfield is. Lennox Lewis,
yeah.
Maybe? The name...
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, he would have to be.
Lennox Lewis was like he was big in like it would have been before this, but right, he was like big throughout the 2000s. I think I kind of associate him as like him and the Klitschko's of like they were the big 2000s boxers.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like Lennox Lewis was like the big British dude with dreads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be in this. Hey, Salu's a soap passing minigame.
Yeah. I remember one guy, Floyd Mayweather, isn't in this game.
No, this was before. I think he.
I think this is when he was like young and up and coming, but he said he declined because he was making his own boxing game, and that doesn't exist.
That's funny.
That reminded me of when remember Soulja Boy was like, "Oh, I'm making my own console to compete with the Series X and the PS5."
Right, and we learned that Soulja Boy doesn't know what it means to make a console.
And I'm pretty sure it was just like an emulator, and they were like,
right.
"Oh, that's illegal."
It stole a bunch of other people's games. It was like you wanted to make a console, but didn't know you couldn't do this.
I give him like an A for effort and ambition, but like an F for execution.
No, that was really dumb in my opinion. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the options right now. Is it in my corner? Yes, settings. And if you guys have noticed, I've turned all the music off, sadly, because I don't want to get DMCA'd into the ground.
Yeah, that's man. This was an era like, because I haven't played like I think any EA sports game in recent years. Do they still have like solid soundtracks?
To be honest, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure either because I also have kind of tapped out.
Yeah, but I remember like Madden in the like I played a lot of it in the mid 2000s and then the NBA Street games, and like those soundtracks were like incredible. They like introduced me to so many artists that I still love today.
Right, give me some of the artists that you actually got from an EA tracks.
Oh my god, dude! The well, I guess I didn't learn them, but I remember we had Bubba Sparks. And I don't think he's still a guy. He's not one of the guys I love today still. But I remember Bubba Sparks. I remember Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Blink 182. Those are the big three. The Father, Son, and Holy Ghost of music. Yeah, the soundtrack for NBA Street 2 especially, I remember was gold. Man, it is a shame that they don't make more NBA Street games.
Yeah, I feel like they only make. Well, I think that's actually true. They only make one NBA game right now, like period. Right? It's just 2K.
2K, because like Live was just such like a debacle. They canceled it a couple years.
Keeps screwing itself over.
There's one infamous story where it was Live. Like I think this was in the late, like probably 2009 or so. An NBA Live game was so far into development that they sent out review code to websites and magazines, and then canceled the game a week later. And so people have review code for an NBA Live game that just never came out. And I'm like, what are you doing getting to the finish line and being like, we're going to cancel it? Like, at least release a bad game and make some money. I mean...
that's weird. That's definitely two parts of a company that just were not in sync at all.
Yeah. Yeah, which is funny because, man, like... FIFA especially just prints EA money with all the cards and the microtransactions and all that.
Like with the amount of money EA makes, they could afford to just throw out a fight night like for the fans, right?
Yeah. Oh man,
it wouldn't do nothing numbers.
Ace Sabo says Def Jam Vendetta is DMCA suicide. Man.
Oh right.
I also want another Def Jam. Oh god. I would love another Def Jam game, but yeah, I think that's. I imagine getting the rights to those guys and the music and everything would be near impossible.
I don't know. I feel like the Def Jam Vendetta games kind of have like a really unique place in like the hip hop community.
Yeah,
like they remember that franchise very fondly, and so if they were actually planning to bring it back, I think everybody would be on board. In all honesty,
yeah.
Matter of fact, the Def Jam Twitter account went on some weird campaign, I want to say a couple months ago, saying like, oh, if we reach a certain number of followers, like I think they were like just under like 1 million or some number like that.
Yeah.
If we get this number of followers, we'll give you some information about, the Def Jam fighting games, right? They reached a number, nothing. Like what kind of bunch of straight up liars running the Def Jam Twitter account.
It's funny because they probably didn't think they'd get to that point, and then B, they were like, well, shit, we haven't talked to EA in a decade. We have no idea what's going on there.
Right? I mean, it worked, though. I should unfollow him out of principle.
Out of speed. Honey Money on YouTube says, okay, opinion, Jake Paul stealing the hat, funny, disrespectful, or maybe both. So for context, Jake Paul's older brother, Logan Paul, is fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Pretty much a stunt match that's gonna, make millions and millions of dollars in a couple weeks. And there was some pre whatever, and Logan Paul or Jake Paul got in Floyd Mayweather's face and then stole his hat and then just got the shit beat out of him really quick.
Wait, by who though? By Floyd or somebody else?
I think Floyd might have thrown a punch, but it might have been like his bodyguards or whatever. And like, it was just funny because like he got like a black eye and everything. And as he's being dragged out, you could just hear him say, "I got your hat." Like after just getting the snot beat out.
That sounds very funny.
Respect. Yeah, I respect. I like seeing those boys get beat up.
Floyd got to be careful though, because when you're a professional boxer, is Logan or Jake, are either one of them like licensed boxers?
I don't think so, but like Logan Paul is also like huge. Like not only is he like pretty jacked, but he's also super tall.
Right.
So like I like my worry is that Floyd Mayweather is just going to get his ass kicked, and then all of a sudden Logan Paul is going to like be considered like an actual boxer.
I can't imagine that happens. Like, no matter how big he is, like, and as annoying as Floyd Mayweather is as a person, the man is a good ass boxer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, he is very good at the sport of boxing, and to just walk in the ring with him, regardless of you being a much bigger dude, like, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah. I don't know. All it takes is one punch.
And you know who likes throwing punches? Floyd Mayweather.
He does. That's true. He really does. You know who I miss? Butterbean.
Right?
He's dead, but I miss Butterbean. Talking about like stunt boxers, I miss that guy.
He was in one of these games, if not this one.
Oh yeah.
He might be in this
He
game.
had to have been. You know, if this game was made, I guess I don't know what like if this game had DLC or anything, but like all those cool boxers would end up being like you'd only unlock them in loot crates. You know, it'd be like you have to open your like boxer packs in order to get who you want.
Well, this game did luckily it was kind of before the nightmare of loot boxes. But what they had instead was a pretty decent creative boxer mode. And you could
interesting.
Yeah, you could upload your characters to EA's whatever they called it, and then you could like
people could pull them down.
Right,
Oh, nice, cool, yeah.
So we're like I remember there being like a picture perfect Eminem in this game.
That's amazing.
Like Marshall Mathers as a boxer I had in this game.
Yeah. That's better than the I think we talked about on the Perfect Dark stream, the original idea for the character creator in Perfect Dark was that you'd use the Game Boy camera to take a picture of yourself, and it would give a terrible render in the game, and then they realized people would just take pictures of their penises.
Of course they would. Because
Miyamoto was like, we cannot allow this.
I wonder if there's been a study done on why gamers love putting dicks on everything.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
because it's something I've never understood. But
no, like, yeah,
it keeps happening.
One of the first videos of when Red Dead 2 came out, and they showed how like intricate the snow physics were of you like crawling through the snow.
Right.
People were just drawing like cock and balls and putting them all over the place. I like how there's a debate both in Twitch and YouTube of who's more annoying between Mayweather and Logan Paul. It's like the Godzilla thing, like let them fight.
Honestly, in this particular situation, it's got to be the Paul brothers, right? Because like they're encroaching on a world that they kind of don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Like whereas if it was the reverse, like if it was like Floyd Mayweather like starting YouTube beef, like I'm gonna like let me make this video get like 1 million views before you guys. I would probably be like, you know what, Floyd should stay in his lane.
Yeah.
Like, let them do the YouTube shenanigans. Anybody says you mean why male gamers do it. I don't know about that, because Amy was pretty psyched to draw a dick and balls when we were playing that Siege ripoff where we had to plan everything beforehand. You could like write on the map.
Yeah. No, due process?
Due process, yes.
Yeah.
Like, that was all Amy who was drawing the dicks everywhere.
Yes, we probably won't get a new boxing game at the EA thing in May or in July. I'm trying to think of like what sort of pie in the sky unexpected things I'd like to see. Maybe we'll get our first look at Skate. Like last year at E3 they announced that all they said was we're making Skate.
Yeah, they said it's coming. So maybe they have something to show this time, right?
Yeah, we'll see what that's all about. Maybe some new I mean, obviously, we'll see new Battlefield. They've been teasing that, so Battlefield,
they were
which people
talking
expect
about
to be this fall.
A KOTOR remake, right?
KOTOR remake, yeah, by that like Asper Studios. Yeah, I mean, by then we'll have the Mass Effect trilogy that comes out in 2 days, so that'll already be out. Yeah, maybe something from Respawn. Like they have to be working on a Jedi Fallen Order sequel, follow-up, something. That game made so much money, and I'm kind of shocked they never did DLC or anything for it. So
Oh man,
imagine that they've been plugging away at that for 2 years.
come on, go down, man, go down.
So wait, was this a flashback to pre-prison?
Yeah, this is a flashback. So you see him in prison, and now they're going back and saying like, "Hey, it wasn't always like this."
Yeah, you're probably wondering how I got here.
Exactly. I used to have a promising boxing career.
Do you know if any of the did they use like any famous actors
There
or
we
anything
go.
for the story mode in this? Because I know the like one of the Madden story modes had like Mahershala Ali,
Right. Yeah.
But I guess that was more recent. So
Yeah, that was definitely more recent. I want to say that the faces, at least, of the characters Isaac Frost and Andre Bishop are real people. I don't know who else is real people,
interesting. Okay, gotcha.
but I don't know if they're also the ones doing the voice.
Yeah. Speakeasy on Twitch says, hasn't boxing games been usurped by MMA games? And yeah, that is kind of like...
I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Because they actually, I'm pretty sure it's the same team as well. Like, whoever was making Fight Night, they gave them the UFC license. Because I tried out that first UFC game they did, and a lot of the, when you're standing toe-to-toe, gameplay is similar. Like, you're flicking the stick and you're making, like, movements to simulate kicks and punches and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, like, all the ground game stuff, like, I just couldn't really get into. Like, it's like a bunch of button mashing, and it's annoying.
Yeah, I've never gotten into UFC games at all. And I used to like back in like the N64 era, I played a lot of the wrestling games.
Right.
Like I was back. There was like a couple years where I was super into WWF and WCW, so I played like the WrestleMania and No Mercy and those kind of games.
My favorite wrestling games ever.
Yeah. Those were so fun. Yeah, absolutely.
They were legit good ass games. Like, outside of being wrestling games, like, they just had a fun combat system.
Yeah, they felt like almost like fun party games, like fun. I mean, N64 was great for the 4-player things, but we'd always like jump between Smash and GoldenEye and that and Perfect Dark and everything. Like those are the perfect 4-player games.
Andre Bishop is a talented middleweight, but I think
I just looked at YouTube to see Honey Money saying, "But men have boobs too," and I'm not even going to read what came before that. I don't care what the first couple chapters of that story are. Man, this game still looks really
right.
Good for years old. Like this is great. And you're playing. So you said you're playing on a Series X. Is that right?
Yeah, the Series X 360 emulation. I still have the disc for this, but it's on Game Pass now thanks to that EA Play merger.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But with the disc, it actually runs because of Xbox's backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Like, I saved that disc specifically waiting for them to announce that it was going to be added to the list because it took so long.
Yeah. Ace Sabo says you might as well play Tekken if you want upper-lower body fighting game.
I know Tekken is a little too nonsensical to me, and I know most fighting games are.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Tekken just seems like... Here's the thing. Here's my biggest issue with Tekken, right? Because I've played a little of what's the most recent one, Tekken 7, or at least that's the one that's on Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
I played some of that with some friends. When you select a character, I think they tell you the character's name, but like when you're in the fight, nothing. And it's like,
really?
I'm like, how am I supposed to know who this is I'm using? Like, they won't show me their name above their health bar.
Also, that's just like free advertising. Like, why would you not do that? Like, I know you're a big Smash guy. Are you a big fighting game guy in general?
I wish I was. I'm just not that good. I don't dedicate the time necessary to get good at the regular 2D ones.
It's a full-time job.
Kind of is, yeah. Because as some people who watch some of my solo streams know, like, I get real competitive when I'm in like a 1v1 scenario, and like the skill gap is crazy when you go online in a 2D fighter. And like, I'm the kind of person who's like, all right, well, if I'm getting destroyed here, there's a bunch of stuff I need to do to make myself not get as destroyed, and that's all time commitment, which I just don't have.
Yeah, the only fighting games I play are I play a lot of Smash, but also just ones with story modes. So like I like the NetherRealm games. Like I played Injustice and Mortal Kombat and everything.
Right.
I play them on easy because I don't know. I like power fantasy.
Yeah, you're going for the story, not necessarily the challenge of the combat.
Yeah, and I played a ton of Marvel Capcom 2 back on the Dreamcast. Which again, that was a game where you kind of just like hit a bunch of buttons and a bunch of cool shit happened.
I got pretty good at Soul Calibur, like their 3D fighting style.
Yeah,
there was a time where I wouldn't get wrecked when I went online in that, but I think that time is long gone at this point.
Yeah. When I watch people play like Guilty Gear and those Arc System Works games,
it's
like
too fast for me.
Persona games. Oh yeah, it's wild. Like I like watching it, but it's I don't know. It's like watching anything competitive where I'm like, I could not do that.
Like Dragon Ball Fighters, like that game looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I own it, I want to play it, but I know what'll happen as soon as I do. Like I just watch a 30-minute cutscene of somebody else kicking my ass. It's like I can't do anything. Like,
Oh, you think so?
yeah, I saw they're also making a Demon Slayer fighting game as well, which is I think by like the Naruto guys, like who made.
Oh, that's gonna be whack then.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like those games?
No, I have no hopes for like those arena fighting games. I think are
Kind
bad.
of like the 3D. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's my.
I think they're really bad.
So I haven't played any of the Naruto games just because I never watched Naruto, but like I got big into like Demon Slayer. Like I love Demon Slayer.
It's a fantastic show.
Yeah, absolutely, and like I'm excited for when the movie's coming to streaming. I think in like a month or so because it just hit theaters and
I went to see it in theaters.
Streaming. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was great. Like,
that show is so good.
Yeah, like unlike a lot of movies that like anime movies that do actually come to American theaters, it's not like a side story or like a filler thing. It's not a separate. It's the actual next chapter from the show. So everything that happens there is important. Like it matters, and it's just as good as the actual show.
Yeah, the show like ends on the cliffhanger leading directly into the movie.
Right.
So like literally they're on the train that's in the movie, like at the end of the show. So.
Right. So you kind of have to watch this movie if you're going to continue watching the series.
Yeah, that show is stupidly good.
Weebs.
We're playing boxing games. Shut up.
Shut up. This is EA Sports game.
Yeah, Demon Slayer. I highly recommend. And that's on. It's like streaming everywhere. It's on Netflix and I think like Funimation, all that garbage.
Right. Honey Money says spoilers. What did we spoil?
What? That show ends on a train? The movie's got the word train.
Yeah, it's called Mugen Train. There's a train in this movie. So this was something that I really liked about the story mode here. Like, yes, they're telling you the story, but they actually make the fights part of do I have to mash Y? Because I feel like okay, it's A, not Y. But like they give you like little objectives to do in each fight. Like Palmer apparently like doesn't want to fight. He wants to waste my time in the ring. So I need to like
oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I need to crowd him and basically like force him into a corner so that he can't just wait.
And it's kind of cool because it almost like teaches you various like mechanics and like how to get around certain techniques and opponents.
Like if someone's playing this way, you should do this.
Yeah, that's really smart. Insightfully Daft on Twitch says, does in response to Mugen Train, does the plot go off the rails? Damn you, Insightfully Daft.
You'll be happy to know it stays well within the rails.
Oh, Honey Money was worried that we were going to spoil more. It wasn't a spoilers. It was a preemptive spoiler. No spoils.
He landed a good one there. Fine looking right hand by Andre Bishop.
Palmer, open up. Oh, damn you. Ooh, caught him twice.
Got him.
Jesus Christ, he's going down. Thank you. Like this is so fun to watch, like the replay of your knockout, because it's animated so well. Like this tech was way ahead of its time.
Oh yeah.
Like it always looked like real. I mean, realistic for a game. Like people, I guess, don't look like this in real life, but
it was. I remember this was one of the first demos I downloaded. Not for this one, but for
Round
when
3.
I got my 360.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fight Night Round 3
And,
was like
that
one of the first demos. Yep.
Yeah, and that was back when I think every game required a demo.
Yep, on
maybe
360.
On 360, yeah. So I remember this and then the Condemned demo were like the craziest looking things I've ever seen. I was like, oh, video games will never look better than this.
As you can see the sweat dripping down.
Yeah, and
Oh, look, they
like
still
the slow
dripping-
motion.
Like honestly, there are games today that don't do sweat this good.
Yeah, absolutely.
We often look at his legs, but sometimes even more telling.
Well, yeah, and there's just a bunch of there's a bunch of other games that are 10 years old that have not aged this well
Right.
whatsoever. Yeah. It is crazy though that like in my mind, if you're like, 10 years ago, I'm like, oh, that was a while ago, but like that was like nearing the end of the 360 PS3 generation, like, so it wasn't that long ago. I mean, we're still getting updates of The Last of Us and GTA 5, which are both 2013 games. So
Exactly.
time doesn't matter.
Come on. Let me into that chin.
Is right now uncomfortable with the pace that's being set in this fight.
Well, he started the pace. See, that's the funny thing about it. He said it, but he might not be able to keep it up.
Also, I don't know if you guys can hear the announcers, but like, it's so fluid. Like,
The
like the ring
Did they-
announcers.
yeah.
Oh, he's dipping on
Yeah,
me now.
I'm always impressed by the technology that goes into sort of the like adaptive, immersive ring announcers, and even announcers in like the football games and everything, like how they stitch together like 1,000 different audio clips, but it all sounds like
Right,
supernatural. Yeah. Not supernatural like ghosts. Although that'd be cool if like
It could.
one of the announcers was a ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if these two guys are actually still alive, so they might be ghosts at this point.
Yeah. Oh. Just to add, like,
Was
a
that
spooky
was that
film.
me? Was that too soon? I don't know.
Well, we don't know if it's too soon. If they're still alive, it's definitely not too soon.
Oh man, he made me tired. I'm paying now. Ooh. Like, that was his plan from the get-go. It's like kind of weird me out and like attack.
Yeah.
Move your head, otherwise you'll
See, my plan is to knock him out before that happens.
There you go. So
Don't
you
let
can't,
Palmer
for
waste
the-
time.
for the
Cut off
story
the ring,
mode-
wear him out.
For the story mode, you don't create your character, right? You
No,
play as the
yeah,
guy.
you play as
Okay,
Andre
yeah.
Bishop,
Gotcha.
who I really came to like as a character. We'll before the stream is over, we'll probably get to the part I'm thinking of, but he actually inspired me to grow my hair out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I used to keep a pretty low cut, like all throughout like school and college and whatnot. And it was near the end of college that I played this game. It was like the way he looked before and after he grew his hair out was like markedly different. Like I wonder if I'd look that different
I love that.
if I were to grow my hair out, and I did.
That's incredible. I feel like there can't be that many stories of video games inspiring people to like change the way they look.
Oh, crap.
Like I can't imagine like people are like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a beer gut and get a mustache and a hat to look like Mario. That's what I want to do. I want to look like Elon Musk's Wario.
have to be a bad thing for his opponent. Because
Chat, if anyone has ever changed their look based on a video game, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
If you ever play Persona and were like, I can dress like a Japanese high school student.
now he has to do two things. One, he has to survive, kill a little bit of time, and understand why he got put down in the first place so he don't make the same mistake.
Come on, attack,
Keeping his hands up, getting
attack,
rid of his
so I can
opponent.
counter. Ow, he's the sneaky dude.
Bishop doing well here with that two-punch
Yo, stop
combination.
clinching me, bruh.
He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast
There we
his
go.
hands speed.
There we go.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about
Honey, when he says cut their hair like Major from Ghost in the Shell, I respect that. Respect it.
Nice.
Respect it.
And I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get counted with one of those lightning right hands.
I was upset when the Major's hair wasn't in Cyberpunk.
Was it? Yeah, right? You had one job to do.
Like, let me make Kusanagi, damn it. Yeah, knocked him right back down.
Yeah. Oh god, that slow motion face tag is so cool when you land a punch. Yeah, and the sweat popping off. Good stuff.
You watch this kind of an effort tonight by Andre Bishop, and you completely
Honey Money says, I'm Asian, come on. Look, they even got ESPN on board for this stuff. Like this, like the production value was like through the roof.
Yeah, yeah, they have Reebok on the trunks and everything.
Put their foot in this game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then never again. Just transitioned over to UFC. And that's yeah. I think it is. It's EA Vancouver, EA Canada does. I know they do like this and FIFA, and I think they also are doing Skate as well.
Yes, Isaac Frost. He's a problem.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned this to you before we started. I've still not beat this guy.
That's your white whale. Yeah.
I need to beat Isaac Frost. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's been over 10 years at this point.
I still have nightmares about him.
Interactive training. Boom.
I don't believe
Oh, I messed up.
You don't learn anything against guys like that except how to make mistakes. We ain't here to do anything stupid. This ain't the amateurs no more. You got a chance to do something great. To be someone great.
Oh, that's left stick. My bad.
Help you get there. We're gonna take some fights against decent guys.
Oh, yep. I kept holding
I
it.
want you to show me that you got what it takes. Because if you can stop these guys, I'm gonna be impressed. But if you can't at least put them on the canvas, I'm gonna be disappointed. Got it, kid? I want to see these guys on the floor.
That's a fun little mini game.
Yeah, it's neat. I like when they throw in sort of little like flavor of life kind of things like this.
But like it's legit training because they're showing you like these are like quick little movements you can do as combinations.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the flicks to the right are like, you know, left hand jabs, flicks to the right, flicks to the left are left hand jabs, flicks to the right are right hand jabs. If you move the stick, you basically circle your opponent. If you hold the left trigger, then you change from a high punch to like a gut punch. It's like if you know how to do that stuff, like you can really mix up your attack.
That the comparison you made earlier of Skate actually kind of works out. Like in my head, I'm envisioning it as like a similar thing where you have to, when you play Skate, you almost have to like think of it as like your body,
right?
And so like yeah, as opposed to like Tony Hawk, which is
yeah,
just,
I'm relatively certain that they just lifted it wholesale from this series.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this works so well for that. Let's try it for something else.
Yeah, totally.
Many may believe that in a matchup like this, power puncher versus power
Hey,
puncher,
all the best games borrow and steal.
he who has more
Right, it matters how you use it, right?
Yeah.
saying he who has more fundamentals wins.
Yes, absolutely. He who has a missile to get that bomb to the target, he's gonna win.
Now YouTube is talking about Scarlett Johansson in Ghost of the Shell.
That disrespectful showing.
Yeah.
The sad part is the movie wasn't actually that bad.
It's funny. I saw it opening weekend and I had like very few memories. I didn't walk out hating it. I
Right.
was just like, this felt unnecessary. Like,
Yeah, it's a decent, you know, sci-fi action movie, and it does pay tribute to the original anime movie. Like there's like scenes that are basically just recreations of scenes from the anime.
Yeah, the exact shots and everything. Yeah.
Right. But like the thing that just completely kills it for me is that they played this game where they went like, oh, this isn't the same character you're thinking of. Mm-hmm. And then spoilers for the Ghost of the Shell movie, guys.
I think that's fine. I think statute of limitations is up.
But like what they ended up doing was they made it so that Scarlett Johansson's character was the same character, but they placed her mind in the body of a white woman.
Yeah.
So like they literally erased the Asian character within the story rather than just doing it in, you know, the meta narrative of Hollywood. They chose to do it in the actual story they told and thought that was somehow okay.
Yeah. Has there ever been a good live action anime adaptation?
Probably not a big budget one.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking the Rurouni Kenshin movies. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
Yeah. Well, I not the live action ones, but I watched
the live action ones for that are actually pretty good if I remember correctly. I didn't hate the live action Bleach movie that made its way to Netflix at some point.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, I know I'm cautiously optimistic about Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I like the people they picked for it, so I do want it to be good.
Same. But man, that's I don't know. Like, you know, Cowboy Bebop is like
it's a high bar. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Who is not making a lot of contact. What do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit.
Honey Money, haven't seen the Attack on Titan one. Heard it was real bad though.
Yeah, I heard that was really bad.
Yeah.
Get a premature move. So when he moves, then
Oh, I guess I love Speed Racer.
Oh, I've still never seen that actually.
Oh man, the Wachowskis nailed it. Like, I think that's I think that movie's only gotten better over time. It like looks so unique and like such a cool style in the way they capture sort of animation on live screen. I thought it was great. Yeah, I guess that'd be mine, probably far and away. Owen Thunderguns and Twitch says the Japanese version of Death Note was decent. I didn't know there was a Japanese one. I've only seen the
Netflix one. Yeah,
was not.
That one is terrible. Yes, true.
Yeah.
Though it
And
had
again,
promise. It really had promise. It
And
just
again,
made some bad decisions.
You know, I like Willem Dafoe. I like Lakeith Stanfield. I like Margaret Qualley. The director is the same dude who just did Kong and Godzilla, which I thought was a fun, dumb movie. But yeah, that Death Note. I watched all of Death Note last year for the first time, and then watched the movie, and I was like, oh, I don't know why they do this.
Like, why'd you go that route?
Yeah, you can just make anything else. Hey, Samuel Lufisa, sorry to be the Captain Obvious, but pretty hyped for the live action One Piece. I didn't know they were making a.
Are they making a live action One Piece? I feel like that would be awful. Like I don't see that working as a live action thing. That show and those characters are so over the top and ridiculous. Like grounding it at all, I just feel like is the wrong step.
That's like the tough thing is you almost need to take something that's like super grounded and mundane. Like I can imagine like a Steins Gate live action something working just because there's like not much about that is like crazy and over the top and everything. Like it's mostly just like a, you know, character centric time travel drama.
down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
Oop.
Oh, apparently the Japanese Death Note live action movies have alternate endings that are cool.
Oh, I did not know that. I think I started watching one of the Japanese live action movies and was kind of bored and stopped.
Yeah.
Good step back counter punch there. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. A solid 1-2 combo left right by
Yeah, I'm going through I'm on season 2 now of Assassination Classroom.
Nice.
It's on,
Yeah, I've heard good things
apparently
about
there's
that.
live action versions of that. And I saw some pictures, which is like, again, the anime is like 90% super grounded about like a high school class of sort of like down and out losers, but their teacher is this yellow tentacled alien from outer space who blows up the moon and then says he's going to destroy the planet in a year unless the kids can kill him. And then it's like a nice heartwarming, like he's like a really good teacher and like the kids love him, but also try to kill him every episode. But I saw some of the pictures of the live action. Oh, it's totally like on paper it should not work, but like the show is so like sweet and sincere, and yeah, it totally works. But the live action version, the yellow squid monster that is the teacher looks so dumb, and I don't know how you would make him not look dumb in a live action version. So it just seems like something that probably shouldn't exist.
I mean, it depends on how much money they're willing to throw at it, right? Like you're gonna need some expensive CG to make that not look bad.
You need to get like Andy Serkis crawling around like a weird yellow octopus to look good.
Oh man, I cannot wait for like the behind the scenes clips of Andy Serkis doing that.
Speaking of, I totally forgot the trailer for Venom. Let There Be Carnage came out this week, directed by Andy Serkis.
He's directing that?
Directing it,
I
yeah.
thought he was just in it somewhere.
No, he's directing it. So
Has he directed anything previously?
not that I know of. No, not that
That's
I know of.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'll do is when we hit about the hour mark, I'll skip to my other save file that's on the final fight.
Okay.
And you guys can see me struggle mercilessly against Isaac Frost because he's unfair. Like, he's a broken game boss. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do to beat him without...
That's in true tradition of boxing games. Like the impossible trying to beat Mike Tyson on the NES.
Oh, man. It's like, I'll take any advice you guys can give me. I'll try that for the last hour while we talk about other shit. But I don't expect to get through that fight.
Yeah. Josh Heron in YouTube says that Andy Serkis was apparently a second unit director on the Hobbit movies.
Oh.
Interesting.
So expect, I was going to say great things, I guess, but I guess the Hobbit movies weren't that well received, right?
Yeah, those movies are, again, if we're talking about movies like, why did they make this? You didn't need to make this. This movie doesn't need to exist.
But the money, Marty.
The money.
It's just sitting there.
Oh, man. Chat's calling you out, telling you need to get good.
I agree.
You can't even... That's also preemptive. Like, maybe he'll jump in there and just one-shot him.
I don't think that'll happen. I don't see that happening at all. I'm out of stamina.
Milky says we need to get Nick in here to give you advice.
I guarantee you Nick has not beaten Isaac Frost. Who in chat has beaten Isaac Frost? I will take all the advice you can offer me. But if you have not beaten Isaac Frost, shut up.
Has anyone at the Escapist played Thrill of the Fight in VR? It's intense. I've not. No. I don't have a VR headset at the moment.
Yeah, if you guys start increasing the number of those subscriptions, maybe I can get enough money to get a VR headset. You know, those super chats, those subscriptions, those all help.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, apparently Andy Serkis directed, there was a Mowgli Jungle Book movie that was not the Jon Favreau Jungle Book movie. Like, there was, like, dueling Jungle Book movies a couple years ago.
Right, yeah, there were.
Mm-hmm. And Andy Serkis directed the one that was less popular, I think.
I don't remember which of the two I saw, but I want to say that the one I saw and liked was the Andy Serkis one.
Oh, interesting.
I can't prove
Yeah,
it,
I didn't see that one. I saw the Disney one that was... what's his name? Jon Favreau directed that before he did The Lion King and then all the Mandalorians.
Right, yeah, it must have been the Andy Serkis one because I don't think it was the Disney-connected one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Disney one had, like, I think Bill Murray was Baloo, if I'm not mistaken. I think Scarlett Johansson was the Panther, which, again, might be cultural appropriation. or like, species appropriation.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't pass an actual panther. It'd be dangerous.
Oh, man. The whole cast should
Tommy
have been...
Salty.
Oh, there you
Tommy
go.
Salty. Was that Tens Voti?
The Polish Zlotys.
For the KSTVR extravaganza.
Like, I'm building an office right now that should have enough space for me to get up to VR shenanigans.
Ooh, there you go. I'm excited that, tangentially related to VR, that Gabe Newell said that they are sort of hinted that Valve is in the process of bringing some of their games to console. And I just really hope that means Half-Life Alyx.
But then that would just be PS5, I guess, right? And whatever their new PSVR thing looks like.
Yeah, or just make it a not VR game. make it a regular poor people video game.
I don't know. It seems like the VR aspect is what makes that game...
Is the thing.
Right, yeah. So, like, sure, you can make it not VR, but then it's just, a run-of-the-mill first-person shooter, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I play that game, I want to play it in VR.
Yeah, Nick loved it last year. I think that was one of his games of the year.
Right, yeah, because Nick is the only one who can afford VR.
Using them Kansas bucks.
Yep. Okay, I want to hurry up and get to the part to where he actually gets framed, because I don't remember what they did to frame him. But I think this fight is
left hook. He's going to try and catch you with it early.
Yeah, I heard about that.
mean. Did you say left hook or right hook? I'm sorry, I was half paying attention.
Oh no!
I'm probably gonna get hit by it. Oh, the left hook. There it goes.
Also, chat, let me know if there's... I hear a grass cutter in the distance, but I also want to keep my window open because my room gets crazy hot. But if the grass cutter becomes too loud, let me know, and I'll close my window. And I'll sweat for all of you.
Gotta be careful of this man's hook. But there is a fight at some point where like the refs have been paid off, so it's like,
oh, interesting.
I can't do anything other than end the fight in a knockout.
Oh, funny.
I don't think that's this one, but there's cool scenarios like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That show up. Ow, ow. Oh, I did not get out of the way of that.
He says making a super chat goal and make him sweat. No. Sweating during streams is terrible.
Oh my god, that looks so good. Like the way,
Yeah, seriously.
like when you dip through the punches and just counter, like it.
Yeah.
It's such a good feeling.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to see his fighter get hit too much tonight. That was a nice block.
Like they made the camera zoom in a little bit to let you know, like, hey, you got an opening.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That right hand over the top lands flush. Use the ring, use the whole ring.
Yeah, it's funny. It's those going back to the live action anime stuff. It's funny how it feels like they're in the same uphill battle that like live action video game adaptations are, where like we're waiting so long to finally get the. Which I do
Right.
think Sonic and Detective Pikachu were both good adaptations.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean they're geared towards kids, but as kids movies, I enjoyed both of them.
Yeah, there are some good kids movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no! Where did that come from? I thought I was winning that round. It's that
You gotta
hook.
watch out for Keyshawn's left hook.
It's that
It
left
says it
hook,
right
man. Oh no. That landed flush against my cheek. I'm gonna have to put him in the dirt now. Yeah, buddy. Try it again. Try it.
I like that the first person thing for when you get knocked down.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's intense.
Bishop's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good solid.
Lampy says sweep the leg. That's what they need to do. Give us a Cobra Kai Karate Kid game.
Isn't there one?
Oh, is
There we go. He's down.
We keep complaining about there not being games of things that there are games for.
I think there is one. It might be like a mobile thing though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you don't get off scot-free knocking me down.
Yeah, apparently there is a Cobra Kai game. Well, shit.
There we go. Boom. That was a temple.
There you go.
My man
He's literally dead.
He's concussed.
Yeah. Oh no. His brain's mush.
See, this is why boxing fell out of.
Yeah, yeah.
No, stay down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Don't do it to yourself. You're not even protecting your face anymore. Ref, stop the fight! Stop the fight!
I remember I think the last boxing game I played was they released a Punch Out on Wii, and you had to fight Donkey Kong at one point, which is just insane to me that like a human man has to fight a full gorilla in the ring.
Like this is what you got to do to bring in the fans.
Yeah,
it's getting ridiculous now. Like that's practically the same thing as this whole Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul thing. Like,
yeah.
Like just get a sideshow.
Yeah,
involved,
exactly.
And that'll bring people back to boxing.
Back here in our Friday Night Fight studios, we have an update on the career of rising star Andre Bishop.
Wow!
And while he certainly hasn't taken an easy road so far in his career, Bishop is poised to have his coming out party against top 15 middleweight contender Ricardo Alvarez. Something virtually unheard of.
That's really
for a
cool that they
prospect with
use
so few pro fights. What's more,
the ESPN integration is really cool. I think that's just I think it's neat. You can tell the production values in the story mode are actually super high.
I can't remember this guy's name, but you know he's bad news because he wears the silk scarf.
Mr. McQueen. I have to tell you something about your father. Before he died,
It's like skinnier Kingpin.
Yes.
Like Baby Wilson Fisk.
Prince Pin.
Prince Pin.
Keep Gus as your trainer and manager. I'll promote your fights. Megan's young. She's got other fighters.
He's trying to steal him as a client out from under his own daughter, because that's how sleazy he is.
That's super sleazy.
He's big. You see how big he is? He could be heavyweight champ someday. Isaac Frost looks unbeatable now.
Both chats are saying the ESPN guy looks like Mel Gibson. Yeah, I can assure you, it is not Mel Gibson.
Yeah, for sure, it's not Mel Gibson.
It is an actual ESPN guy whose name neither of us can remember.
Right, because funnily enough, I don't actually watch ESPN. They used to have really funny ads though.
Oh my god, the ads, like those were like iconic in the 90s, like in the office and everything.
Yes,
yeah,
those were like always funny as hell.
Yeah,
but I didn't know who any of those guys were because I don't watch sports like that. Like I played sports when I was younger, but I never really sat down and paid attention to it to any like meaningful degree. I never had like a favorite basketball team, football team, baseball team.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I would always root for the teams from Kansas City because, as you know, my name is Casey.
There you go. Yeah.
That's all I need to to be on board.
So finally, when the Chiefs got good the other year, you're like, this is it.
Except I wasn't paying enough attention to know that. I just knew that they ended up in the Super Bowl and was like, okay, I hope they win. How many says, aren't all U.S. ads funny? No. Most of them try to be. And some of them some of them really aren't because they're trying to be. And that's always
Yeah, you could definitely tell the try-hard ones. And then every once in a while you get like the sad, like the hurt animal ads with like arms of an angel in the background.
Right.
Like, why is this on? I'm eating dinner. What the hell's going on?
I think this is the actual rigged fight. So yeah, like he made the offer like, hey, let me manage you. I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, well, things can be very difficult for you by making that kind of decision, and he's trying to prove it by screwing my career.
It'd be funny if the ref just started beating the shit out of you two in a 2-on-1 fight.
And then the crowd is all looking the other way, whistling.
Yeah.
Like, crap, everybody's been paid off?
Yes, the Sarah McLachlan ads, those sad animal ads.
So he understands he has to be really good in this area.
See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. A good block.
Trying to open up his face by going downtown because he has a pretty stable guard.
Eddie, most of the fighters that you train
no, get off me.
are guys that could be disruptors, guys that really will bring it and are able to do it.
There we go. He moved right into that punch. Like, that looked so dangerous.
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
That is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Andre Bishop.
They're doing great.
It's funny talking about ads because I don't have, I just don't watch like regular TV ever, and so like, the only ads I ever get are like the short ones before YouTube that I click through. And now all I get is like the sad, I guess it's not sad, it's uplifting, but the Google ad about there's like a child of deaf parents
I don't know
And
if I've
he's
seen
talk-
that.
Yeah, it's like a Google ad, and he's talking about how he's a CODA, which is child of deaf adults, and so his parents are deaf, but he's not. And thanks to Google, he was able to show them their grandkid during the pandemic through video or whatever. And I'm like, this is like literally the only ad I've gotten for weeks. I'm like, you got to give me some YouTube. You have to give me something else. Like, please just give me any other ad.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway.
Luffy says you turn around and Steve Austin is suddenly the ref. I could dig that. That'd be good.
Well, this second round has brought out the best in Andre Bishop. He is unloading an attack. Stay on the outside. Don't let him get to you, kid.
How does it feel to be a party to this deception, Alvarez? Don't you have any pride in your skill as a boxer? Like, if this is anime, this is the this is the talk they be having during the fight.
Yeah.
That Andre Bishop offers up. He's a smart fighter and can counter beautifully. Commits to the straight right.
Is there? Are there boxing? There's got to be a boxing.
Oh my god.
anime, right?
Hajime no Ippo is one of the best anime I've ever seen in my life.
I literally think you recommended this to me 1 or 2 streams ago because I have a
I
note
must have.
in my phone that says that, and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
And I must have, because it is absolutely fantastic. Before Haikyuu, it was probably like my favorite sports anime.
Nice.
And honestly, it might still be. Like, Haikyuu was very, very good. But I mean, it's not done yet.
What sport is Haikyuu?
Haikyuu was volleyball. It's high school volleyball.
Okay.
So it's just stakes that are just much lower in general, right? So like it's hard to compete with actual boxing.
Yeah.
But to say that it even comes close is, you know, a ringing endorsement. Like, I'm rewatching Haikyuu right now with my fiance,
Oh hell yeah.
and she's like way into it now.
Yes, I turned another one over.
Right, she was into it from like the second episode. Honestly, like it's so good, and it's good like right from the start, and it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. There's a lot of. I feel like a lot of anime.
Oh damn it! Who's about to go down?
Did you get him? No.
Nah, the bell saved him.
Oh, the round ended. Yeah.
I can do anything you can do, only better.
Carissi's game plan being executed.
That guy's face does not look good. There's a lot of things in this game look very good. That guy's face not so much. His hair looks good.
He's probably just ugly, you know.
Maybe he's just ugly.
Yeah,
So maybe
some people just look bad.
it's actually a great job by EA. Yeah.
They really captured the UG.
Honey says the anime about ballroom dancing is good.
Oh crap! What is that called? I've heard of that.
I haven't watched that. I watched Yuri on Ice. I liked Yuri on Ice.
Yeah, I wanted to check that out too, actually.
Yeah.
And in fact, if I were to try to get my mom into any anime, it would probably be Yuri on Ice, because she's like weirdly into like ice skating.
Oh, nice. Yeah. But hates volleyball, so you would never show her
Right.
volleyball.
Like, you bring this filth in my house? What did I raise?
I have no son.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Alvarez. I want the straight. I want the straight to hit him. Put your arms down.
Take easy. Ballroom dancing, ice skating. There's an anime for everything now. Yeah, there really is.
It really is.
Yeah.
I think part of that now is trying to cover all bases. Like, if there is something that doesn't have anime, someone is like, "What is that?" Because we need to make it anime.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just gonna. Everyone likes anime. They just haven't found the one for them yet.
Exactly.
There's got to be an anime for everyone out there.
Like, it's like someone saying like, "Oh, I don't watch movies." Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong? Yeah, get out of here.
Like, you like none? You don't like any movies?
Never liked a movie before?
Like, what?
I don't like
it's
music.
Odd. You know what? I was gonna ask, is there like religious anime? But I know for a fact there's that comedy about like Buddha and Jesus hanging out. Have you heard of this? I can't remember what it's called.
No. No.
I know it's a comedy. I can't remember what it's called, but it's Buddha and Jesus like on Earth, like hanging around and like
chilling?
being roommates or something. Yeah.
Sounds fantastic.
Don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. Yeah, keep your
So religion is covered.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of anime where they end up fighting God at the end. Like
Right. Yeah, that counts.
It's like Evangelion, and every Persona game has you just beating the shit out of God at the end.
But he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Bishop's almost
That's what every churchgoer wants to see.
Yeah,
Final
exactly.
showdown with somebody and God.
Did you see that? That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitch of Great Maddox. The sinker ball. Boy,
Hey, Sabaluki says Castlevania. Is that religious?
Are vampires religious? I mean, he like fights using a cross, so I guess kind of.
There are priests in it.
We were ready to make a move.
That's true.
My future looked bright.
All right, so I think this is where he gets set up.
nice place.
For a second, I thought those newspapers were gonna start moving around. There's gonna be like wizards and shit. Some Hogwarts newspapers.
Man, don't touch me, bro. Like, they were just gonna straight murder him, like.
Yeah, like literally. See, this should have been gameplay where you need to keep hitting the guys as they go for their guns.
Like you got to do a gun kata, like equilibrium.
Yeah.
Dirty cops on McQueen's payroll.
Wrong fucking move, kid.
Right, they were cops.
Wrong fucking move.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Kenny, and welcome to Friday Night Fights here on ESPN. Before we get into tonight's action, some shocking news this week involving middleweight prospect and amateur gold medalist Andre
Mel
Bishop.
Gibson's back.
Reports are coming in that Bishop has been arrested for allegedly carrying an unlicensed firearm and assaulting 2 police officers. Details remain spotty, but the word is there was an altercation.
Can't
Yeah,
trust
Tisk
cops, man.
McCoy.
the evening between
Tisk
Bishop
McCoy,
and
yeah,
police.
that's ACAB.
Bishop
Tisk McCoy says in Dragon Ball Z, Goku's in the afterlife for a bunch of it. Does that count as religious? Sure.
Well, he does meet King Yama, who I think is the stand-in for God, right?
For God, yeah.
And they do go to hell, but in the English translation, they called it
Yeah.
the home for infinite losers.
Losers, yeah.
Like, that was a straight-up hell.
Yeah. And I remember they had the shirts that said HIL.
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't let this place beat me.
All right, so this is him growing his hair out because he was in jail and he didn't care about life.
There you
What
go.
I had to do.
Was this when you grew your hair out?
Yes, I was actually a little depressed.
I fought.
But yeah, so ever since then, I was like, oh, wow, he looks like a totally different man with a full beard and a whole head
Yeah,
of hair. That's what I started trying to do. I was like, let me see
Incredible.
what I look like with
Yeah,
that look.
yeah.
And it kind of stuck after that. And then all of a sudden, everybody was like, oh, everyone looks better with a beard, right? Andre did it first.
I had to agree to some conditions, though. Bare knuckles. No refs.
Tabachi says in DBZ, hell is just filled with physical trainers.
I
like those conditions.
And let's go get it on.
I still have never got my hair to be as long as his. Still working on that exactly.
Yeah.
Because I don't think my hair grows evenly enough. So like I always get
gotcha.
self-conscious and like cut it back down some.
Yeah.
But I just need to let it go, I think.
This motherfucker out.
All right. So from here we're gonna switch over to the Isaac Frost fight.
This is it.
So you guys can see how incredibly, and the thing is that fight is layered, which is it's fun. Like it's a really fun concept.
Yeah.
But man,
this
is it
was
freaking
the
tough.
that fight you just got out of. That was the fight right at the beginning of the story mode, right?
Maybe.
It was like catching up to the prison fight.
Right. Yeah.
'cause
I think that
remember
was
the
that fight.
Guy looked like some white supremacist. You were fighting.
Yeah, they didn't say it in the game, but they were pretty
Yeah.
much all Aryan Brotherhood dudes.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's some backstory. The younger brother was also a boxer after Andre gets out of jail.
Okay.
He and Isaac Frost get into a match, and he beats the shit out of his little brother.
Okay. That's
like nearly kills him in the ring.
Okay.
I feel bad.
So that gives you the motivation.
Right.
That's not how this works.
Like Isaac Frost is a dick. Like they do a
Yeah.
good job of just like he throws the reporter's mic away.
Yeah.
He's an absolute dick. Like you want to punch him in the face, but it's hard to do so because he's Isaac Frost and he's a really good boxer.
He's really good. He's got 2 scorpions on his right above his nipples.
Right?
I'll knock some sense into his stupid ass. Tell DL he could have whatever he wants. Get me in the ring with Frost.
I know emotions are running high right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. He
But in
kind
the
of
battle, people say things.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's a real guy's
looks
face.
like somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm positive
kinda-
that's a real guy's face.
Please
Yeah.
I just don't know whose.
tell Andre Bishop he doesn't have anything I want.
Everybody wants this fight to happen.
So she, as Andre's manager and this man's daughter, is trying to get him a fight against Isaac Frost. He doesn't want it because of the possibility of Isaac losing.
Yeah.
Good night, Megan.
Good night, DL.
Just wait 30 years until he's an old man and then punch him. That is true. And you will also be an old man, so
Right,
it would just
yeah.
be an old man fight. Yeah.
Exactly. What if Isaac Frost is still just as strong, or at
Yeah.
least as much stronger than you than now as he is then?
Oh no.
Like time
Yeah,
waits
you
for
don't
no
know.
man.
You also don't know if this is like a Benjamin Button scenario and then he's going to be a baby. No, you got to punch a baby? That's messed up.
Are you gonna punch a baby? Let's talk about this.
Pat, would you punch a baby if in a Benjamin Button scenario?
Did that baby as an adult beat my brother within an inch of his life?
Then the baby's got to go. Baby's got to go.
And if you do punch that baby and, remove this baby from the equation, would that then save my brother? Does time work this way? I don't know.
Yeah, would it be worse to punch a Benjamin Button at the end of their life or at the beginning? So you'd be punching like an infant old man or like an elderly baby. What's worse?
I forgot my phone.
Oh God. You got to take him on in his prime. That's the only answer.
You got to beat him right at the middle when Brad Pitt like just looked really hot. Yeah.
Like so hot that he was shiny in the face.
I have to admit, I did not want this fight to happen, even though both fighters wanted it.
Speak easy with the emotes.
Even though I would have made a ridiculous amount from it, I did not want this fight to happen because I did not want to risk 2 tragedies happening to the same family. Now, we know.
What was that in the prison montage? Were you getting like a prison tattoo? What was the prison of? Or what was that
yeah.
tattoo of?
The only one I remember is on his chest, and it's of like a wrapped. Yes, you can see it right now, but like the wrapped fist, like boxing wraps.
Gotcha.
I think he also put all the other stuff too. Like he's got stuff on his back and arms now.
Yeah.
I look at this man. He's a big man.
Yeah.
For the heavyweight championship of the world, may the best man win.
Good evening, and we welcome you to Las Vegas for the heavyweight championship fight between Andre Bishop and Isaac Frost here at the MGM.
Yeah, he just looks way more intimidating than you do. I'm gonna be honest.
He kind of does. But that's because Andre shaved the beard, honestly.
Yeah, he should have kept that whole prison.
Right,
look
he
thing.
should have kept the look.
Looked really good. Yeah.
Now tonight, Andre seeks revenge with emotions running high, Teddy.
And that's the key word there, Joe. Emotions. You know, this sport is
Okay, Bishop's is good. This is good. Any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion?
Yeah, I got one. I was a little rampant, though. I'm so
Yeah, and he's like 8 inches taller than you too. Now I understand why this.
Aren't
this
there
guy's
weight
haunting your
classes?
dreams. Yeah.
This guy is a friggin' animal. Don't even try to win the first couple of rounds. Just survive. Let him tire himself
See what they're
out.
telling me to do?
I think it's dumb that Frost has the word "ice cold" on his trunks. Like, all right, we get it. What's your name? Like, you don't need to.
I mean,
you don't need to lean so heavily into.
If I had a name as cool as Frost, I would do the exact same shit. Like my fiance's last name is Wolf.
Oh my god!
Like And she's about to get her PhD. Dr. Wolf, come on now.
Oh,
don't change
that's
that for
one
nobody.
of those. That's one of those scenarios. You should have changed your name, Casey Wolf. Oh God.
Oh man, I thought about it. Oh crap! I was not paying enough attention. He put me down to 2 punches.
That's insane.
You see
That
this
is totally
nonsense?
like Tyson. Yeah, that is totally like Tyson in Punch Out.
My goal for at least the first couple of rounds, I think, is to not get hit. Like I can't really punch him back. Like it's not going to do much. I need to survive the rounds. Like those are my goals. Ow! Stop! Ow! That hit. Woo! Woo! Come on, buddy. Ow.
You're already getting Fs in chat.
Like I went down really quick, so I deserve those Fs. Oh.
Tommy Salty called him the 2-punch man. That's good. I haven't watched One Punch Man's also on my list.
Oh, you'll love it.
I watched Mob Psycho. I like Mob Psycho a lot.
Yeah, I love that too. Yeah, they're both great shows.
Mm-hmm. Lampy says, "Use the gun the cops gave you." I've been saving this. This has been in my trunks for years.
Ugh. Oh, what? I was accidental headbutt. I mean, he would have deserved it, but I'm taking the moral high ground here.
Yeah, there should be a. Yeah, can you get DQ'd? Like, is that? Can you fight dirty?
I absolutely can. Yeah, I can headbutt if I want to. I can take shots to the nuts, and they will absolutely warn me and disqualify me.
Bite a man's ear off.
Oh no! Damn it! That's like the only punch that hit me in the face.
Yeah.
It's too hard to move now. Oh, I'm on the ropes. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. This is still round 1. I went down twice already.
Yeah.
It's not an easy fight.
You almost survived the round by only going down once. So think of it. Most of the round, you were standing.
Oh, the bell rang right then. Honey Money says, I think I saw the ear biting live, or live PPV. I think I did too. I have a memory of like being in my basement with my uncle who was like staying there at the time watching that fight with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
And that event taking place, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want you to let this kid breathe. You got that?
All right, let's see if I can survive round 2.
Speakeasy says, my sister works at a hospital and one of her bosses is named Dr. Doctor.
Come on now.
Incredible.
I cannot move my legs anymore. He hit me in the stomach. Damn it. I look at his face. Like he's like you can see the surprise in his eyes.
Yeah.
He's like, my spleen. And every time you have to do this little get up mini game, it's a lot harder to stay balanced.
It gets harder every time. Yeah.
Oh God. I dodged into that. I'm going down again. Whew. Move. Oh my God.
This has to be like an all-time like top 10 tough boss fight.
Like absolutely. Like it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like he's oppressive with the fists.
Gwyn's got nothing on him.
Gwyn was an easier fight than this. Like I beat Gwyn.
And you can like grind a little bit before Gwyn. Like you can't be grinded before this.
Right. Practice one thing. Counters. Boom. You're done. This game is like, hey, do like 3 different techniques throughout the extent of this fight. Oh no, I'm not making it.
This fight would be easier if you had Estus Flask. Appears to have some sort of an orange liquid.
All right, like I said, I probably won't finish this fight here, but I want to at least see how far I can get in the rounds. Because after the first two, you get a new objective. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, interesting.
But like you're trying to do specific things to kind of win this fight. I should not have walked straight up to him.
It's probably hit him in the glowing red spot.
Shit. Shit.
Yeah, honey, when he says summon help, that's not a bad idea.
Like once again, if anybody in chat has defeated Isaac Frost and can offer me some advice,
summon Solaire. Get Solaire in here.
Whew. Whew. Oh crap! Like he can punch through my guard too if I'm not moving enough.
Now Nick's in here laughing at you.
Nick, have you beaten Isaac Frost? And I'm on the pro difficulty level, not the.
Oh, I would have already put it down.
Changed it to like easy.
Yeah. Whatever toddler difficulty there is.
Whew. Like you don't run out of stamina, boy. Oh man, that would have took my head off.
This is brutal.
Yeah, all I can do is dodge. I mean, I could throw a punch; it'll do nothing other than leave it open for him to counter. Accident.
It's cool that you were saying how if you survive 2 rounds, the objective changes. Like that's pretty neat. Like that adds an actual kind of story to the boss.
Right. Man, it's the body shots that I'm like really afraid of.
Nick says he had to beat the 2-hour waiting in line to get his driver's license renewed, so he's the champ of that. That is the DMV is the true boss fight. So.
I don't know. Since the pandemic hit, it's been so much more streamlined. That whole process.
Surprisingly chill. Yeah. Like all it took was 500,000 people dying.
Right? Like that's what you guys needed to put some pep in your step. Get folks in and out of here in a timely fashion.
Put some pep in your step.
I didn't go down that round. That's improvement.
There you go.
Whew, whew.
Yo, yeah, that is funny. Just survived the first 2 rounds.
Oh no! He punched through my guard. I can't move. I'm on the ropes.
You can rope it.
Oh, okay. Whew. Little space.
You should just be able to just run. Just literally run.
He's quick. Like.
Or constantly hide behind the ref.
Oh, damn it. Leave me be.
Luke on YouTube says Reddit tells me you move faster if you don't block.
I'm aware of that, but that's when he punches me in the stomach. So
that's not good. Yeah.
Like not blocking is a double-edged sword. Like,
Salvador with good advice. Kick him. That is good. Luffy, stab him. Okay, these are all very good pieces of advice.
Oh no! I'm accidentally hitting the. But you know what? He deserves it. He's a dick. I'll take the warning.
That's fine. What did you headbutt him or?
I did. I headbutted him. Like and trying to like move my body around with the left stick. I'm hitting like the D-pad. Ouch.
Good solid uppercut from Isaac Frost, wasn't it?
You got this. 45 seconds left.
Oh man, he's going for. Oh crap! Oh, he wants the body so bad. He wants it. Stop! Ow!
This is out of context. He wants the body so bad. He wants it. The strange one.
Shit! I'm on the ropes. This is bad. Oh damn!
Have you even been knocked down yet?
No, I think this is my first knockdown actually.
Okay.
And I
You
did
were
get a
so
headbutt
close.
off. So
There you go.
who's really winning?
Another minute, and you'll get that stab in everyone wants.
Okay.
Well, we got to the third round, so we get to see what the new objective is going to be.
Beautiful work. Like we talked about. Slowing down a bit.
Billy Wilbo says, "Do boxing refs always wear surgical gloves?"
I think so.
They should.
Yeah, I think
should.
that is standard.
Will be blood and all this.
Got it, knocked the air out of his lungs.
So I got to go for his body now.
Power shots.
Lampy with good advice. You need to go whole hog, Dex. Whole hog. You just need to go whole hog into that Dex.
If the Dex is his body, then Roger. I'm on it. All right, so for 3 rounds, I need to beat the drum, is what they like to call it. Oh, God.
Is that the drum is just his stomach?
Yeah. That did not go as
You
planned.
need to get 75 body shots.
Ugh. I think we get checkpoints too. So I'll be able to start, if I do get knocked out, from the 3rd round.
Nice.
But if I quit the whole fight, then it's like back to square one.
Speakeasy says they should offer you an illegal doping shot for realism. He's not a horse. I do like that story that the Kentucky Derby winner was apparently on drugs.
Shit. Right, like why did they test after? I thought they did that testing beforehand.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they called him they called the horse. Trump called the horse a junkie. Like the horse didn't inject himself with it. Like, it was clearly the man's fault. There was a there was a Blitz game, NFL Blitz, that had like a
oh right,
gritty story mode where you could like take drugs and stuff.
Blitz the League.
What's the league? That was
and that was after EA locked up the football license.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what do we do with fake teams and players? Like, we just have like performance-enhancing drugs. That's fine.
Let's do all the stuff they made sure we didn't touch on.
Yeah.
Like there was in the contract, like don't do performance-enhancing drugs, don't do sex, don't do this. Just like let's just go from that list and build a game. Come on, stand up. See, the thing is, I'm forgetting my defense because I want to punch him in the stomach so bad. But Isaac has not forgotten my defense.
Honey,
oh, God.
What rating did that have? That was definitely an M-rated game. Like, its whole thing was, it was like...
for sure.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the actual football was very bad, so...
That was a really embarrassing knockout.
Yeah.
Like, he knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Retry from the checkpoint. That's good.
Okay.
You shouldn't look at chat if you don't want to see Nick making fun of you. I recommend not looking at chat.
Look at him. He's locked me in the corner. I can't move.
He's ice cold.
He's also blocking his body. Get off me, Isaac. Oh, actually, something has happened. I'm stuck.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
Wait,
we can't throw punches.
is this good glitch or bad glitch?
Bad glitch,
Oh,
because I can't hit him either. Where we going? Where we going?
Well, in theory, you could survive the round without getting knocked out.
Right, but I wouldn't be able to get any of my punches.
Of those punches, then?
Oh, I pushed them, and then, okay, that fixed whatever was going on. Weird.
How weird would it be if you're watching an actual boxing match and this happened? Are those men all right?
Like, were they having a conversation?
Well, there's one way to slow the champ. Andre Bishop with a stinging body shot to Isaac Frost. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch. You realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw.
Ow!
Andre Bishop is in a
75 seems like so many body shots.
I mean, it's over 3 rounds at least.
Yeah.
So it's like 25 per round.
Just seems like a lot.
It is a lot to ask. I'm not going to argue against that. Stand on your feet.
Lampy says Casey would win instantly if he had his trusty shotgun. That is true. You would probably win instantly if you had a shotgun.
Well, we know his personality. He's an offensive-minded fighter, and he has to control that right now. Right now, he has to think about defense.
Which compares it to the glitch earlier to when Obi-Wan and Anakin in Revenge of the Sith were just waving their lightsabers without making contact. Like, yeah, checks out.
What? I don't remember this.
Oh, during the lightsaber fight at the end of Revenge of the Sith, there's like one part where they're just like in the middle of the fight, they start like waving their lightsabers around, and they're both doing it for like 5 seconds without making contact. And it's like, what are you both doing? Like, why are you doing this?
So Bishop gets up and beats the count, but now comes the critical time.
So if you get through the 3 rounds and don't have 75 body shots, does it?
I wonder.
Just fail? Yeah.
I can't remember if I've gotten through this section of the sequence. I might not
Yeah.
have. I need to pay just a lot more attention to Isaac. Like, I need to dodge him and counter to the body.
Yeah, that's a lot to look at, though. You have to like to simultaneously be defensive and offensive.
By Isaac Cross, this time the left hand. Cross supplying an old axiom in sports, and that is speed kills.
See, that was an uppercut to the face, but like that don't count right now.
I feel like it should at least give you like half. You should have like
Ow!
half.
Half a body punch when you punch
Yeah,
into the chin.
exactly.
Ooh, man. Come on, give me some space.
A good headshot landed by Isaac Cross.
Ah.
Great work by the big man.
There we go. That was a nice counter to the body.
75 just seems like so many.
Stop. Oh, God damn it. Like, he won't stop throwing punches. Like, Jesus Christ. Just one after another. Ugh. I got 15 for this round, but like I went down 3 times doing it.
Yeah.
I don't think he can get up. The willpower of this man.
Incredible.
I need this round to end, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, that didn't go well.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go. Look how slow this is moving.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, there's nothing I can do. Like before the 10 count, it didn't even get to yellow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's it. The fight is over. Bishop's unable to get himself a world title here tonight. Comes up.
I mean, I'm not too mad at myself because I haven't played this game in several years. So Nick is right. I do need to go back to the training ring and put in more time if I want to actually get somewhere in this fight. But I just thought it'd be fun for you guys to see what a monster Isaac Frost is and why he's kind of one of the all-time like baddest bosses.
Yeah, it totally makes sense, and I understand why he's haunted you for the past decade.
Like I've yet to avenge my baby bro.
Maybe that's just not how the story goes. Maybe sometimes people just go unavenged.
like the ending is coming to terms with the fact that Isaac was better than you all along.
Yeah. It's like it would be like if there was no end game. It just ended with Infinity War. Like, well, Thanos really kicked our ass, didn't he?
Sometimes the heroes lose. A valuable lesson.
You just need to wait a while and then go to whatever weird farm Frost is living on and cut his arm off.
Ooh, man.
The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him.
Ah! Fucking Frost! Oh my god, why am I not still up? Like I thought I was standing. Like that's how dizzy he made me.
Well, this is like a microcosm of his life. He's been down outside the ring before and gotten up too.
There we go. 2 nice counters. Like I get punished for him too. Like I'll hit him with the counter punch, but he'll still catch me before I'm out.
Yeah. Now people are making fun of you for not being able to play survival horror games. This is rough. That's rough.
Is that the narrative now? I can't play those games?
I
mean, I could play them.
This is all chat.
I just wouldn't have any fun. Like, if that's what you guys want, that's what you're obsessed with, is me playing games for not fun.
Very nice defensive guard there.
I did not get 15 punches, but I did survive the round.
There you go.
So I got to get more punches going forward. Parkinson's Barbarian, welcome to the tip jar. Thanks.
What does that mean? What does welcome to the tip jar mean?
Great question. I think the tip jar is how you become a member for the Escapist live channel.
Gotcha.
Because, yeah, the perks and stuff don't carry over from the main channel.
Gotcha. Incredible.
Ouch.
I thought the tip jar was like the name of like a weird bar. Welcome to the tip jar, boys.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. It's probably
I'm
exactly
sure there's
that.
a tip jar somewhere. Yeah. Where does a game like Resident Evil Village fall on your no horror game?
In general, I've never liked Resident Evil. Like it just doesn't do much for me. Though I think the characters and the nonsense ass story that they tell can be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I've ever played through was 2, I want to say, and it was because I put on like the infinite ammo thing to like finish it. Because having to deal with those constraints of just being that weak in that world is just not fun to me.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I'd actually recommend Village to you then, because Village, a save for one section feels much more like an action game to me than the rest of the Resident Evil games. A lot like Resident Evil 4, which is obviously like the 3D action game kind of one. So
yeah, I tried Resident Evil 4 like 3 different times. And
yeah, couldn't get hooked.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah,
I would stop after and it might be the case I was just stopping too early. But each time I tried, I would get to like the end of like that opening sequence with like the farmers and stuff.
Yeah, and the dude with the chainsaw and everything.
Yeah, like I'd be in the house and like they would all break in, and whatever comes after that, I don't know because I lost interest.
Yeah. So there's, I don't know, like even the best games, there's certain games that people are like, nothing's for everyone. So
yeah, so I mean,
I've tried to get into Witcher 3 so many times.
I tried Witcher 3 for a little bit too. Yeah,
like
it just
never
seemed like
been able to. Yeah, and again, I'm like, all right, when the next gen update comes, I'm going to try again, and I know I'm going to get 2 hours into it, and then be like, well, not for me.
Ow.
Anyone who says Village is so goofy, I agree. It's a very goofy game. Has anyone aside from Honey Money played it in chat?
Oh God,
played Village. If you played Village, do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it? Sound off in the comments below.
Yeah, I watched you and Nick do your
we did a little video review. Yeah.
It seemed like, at least the impression I got was like it was a good experience, but not like a revolutionary one. Right?
Yeah,
like it wasn't doing anything super new.
No, not at all. I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more than Nick did, but I think it's a really good-looking game. I think it takes you to a lot of cool places. It's got one section that I'm actually finishing a piece about that is extremely scary. Probably, it's like probably the scariest thing Resident Evil's ever done.
Yo, so this dude hit me with his elbow. You guys see this? Look at this.
He did. He followed through.
What an asshole! Like, the refs didn't see that shit.
You should just win by DQ. That'd be great.
I did headbutt him earlier, so. I'm owed one of those.
Luffy says RE4 made him nauseous. Made him nauseous and over the shoulder hasn't aged well. Yeah, that's interesting.
Like, where are my punches going? Like, I'm swinging at his body, and they're just not even counting them. Ugh. But they count Isaac's punches, for God's sakes.
Honey Money asks if I like Monster Hunter games. I played probably like 20, 30 hours of Monster Hunter World. I haven't played Rise at all. I like them. I just... They're not my cup of tea. You guys have been playing Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah, we started the Rise streams this past Wednesday. We'll do another one tomorrow.
Nice.
Like, I love Monster Hunter World. Like, I was kind of skeptical of the Monster Hunter franchise. I had a friend who was like begging me to play it with him when it was on 3DS. But I couldn't wrap my head around the controls, like, because
without having a second stick.
Yeah, without that second stick, like, it really was rough. So I fell off of it.
Yeah.
But once it was on a big, beautiful console, like, the world was one seamless thing, and I had a second stick to work with, man, I was hooked.
How are you feeling about Rise?
Rise is a very similar experience. It does seem a little lighter. Like, they streamlined a lot of the more like deep inventory mechanics and stuff, which honestly, that's kind of a double-edged sword, because like it makes getting to the monster fighting a lot faster,
which is good.
But like it makes the downtime and planning and like min-maxing stuff, which I really came to love in World, far less interesting.
Yeah, it seems like the choices were made because Switch is ostensibly a portable, so sort of being able to like get into the action and have fun quicker than World. But yeah, like you said, if it feels a little shallower, that's kind of a bummer.
But I mean, it's fine because that does work for the Switch. But the fact that I'm hearing that there's apparently a PC port coming, like that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, that game should not be the next game after World. Like, it makes sense if it's a one-off thing on the Switch, which is a super popular but wildly underpowered console. But like, just throw all your eggs in a Monster Hunter World 2 and put that on everything.
Which I would imagine there's a team doing that. Like, I imagine we're gonna get a PS5 and Series X Monster Hunter game at some point.
All right, I'm gonna have to call it quits on this Isaac fight before stream's done, because I'm not getting anywhere.
VidKid88 says beat Village already on the third run through. It's impressive. I'm close to beating it the second time.
I'm curious, VidKid, what are you getting out of the multiple plays through it? Like what is there to kind of do and find on subsequent runs?
Yeah, I'm interested in that too. I did a second run because I played through it initially on easy, or the easiest, just to be able to burn through it, to be able to talk about it before embargo, and then went back in, and I'm playing on hard now.
Right.
And it's much more, obviously, understandably, like more tense, and ammo resources are smaller, and you have to really think about each fight. Whereas on easy, I never ran out of bullets and just killed 5 million werewolves. So if you ever want to kill werewolves, have I got a game for you? It's called Bloodborne.
That is a game full of killing werewolves.
You kill so many werewolves in that game. It's great.
And so many werewolves kill you.
Yeah, mostly the werewolves kill you, actually.
Ugh, stop. Okay. We're getting somewhere, boys. Ow. There we go. Alright, the trick here is to dodge his punches, wail on that gut real quick.
There you go. Yeah, the kid says, don't want to spoil mechanics, I'll just say collectibles. Yep. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's a lot to. There's just a
Ow,
bunch of
God!
stuff you could unlock after you beat the game, and there's sort of little. Not achievements, but like in-game goals that get you points, and then after you beat the game, you can use those points to buy unlockables of new weapons or infinite ammo or anything like that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
I mean, yeah, once you beat it the first time, I like when they kind of let you go wild in the world afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Don't let him get off on your body, all right?
So I managed to get 25 hits in that round.
That's a lot. That's what you need if you're going to do it in 3 rounds. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now I feel like looking at the Frost's face, if I squint, he kind of looks like the guy who plays Arrow, Stephen
Amell.
Yeah, only if I squint. My eyes are open. He doesn't look like.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Honeymoney says werewolves on horses in Village is so weird. Yeah, the idea of werewolves on horses is very weird. I do agree. Also, if the humans are turning into werewolves, why aren't the horses also turning into like
werehorses?
This
yeah, horse wolves.
is where an aggressive attitude and personality hurts you, because he's probably not going to think about damage, and he should.
I wonder if I would get knocked the hell out if I tried to go for a clinch.
I thought you were going to say, I wonder if I'd get knocked the hell out if I fought this guy in real life. And I was like, yes, probably.
Yo, like, absolutely. I'm not delusional.
Wait, Honeymoney says Frost is based on Randy Orton.
That can't be true.
I mean, kind of, now that he says it, it's got a similar build. Got all his tattoos.
Oh boy.
Inside Fleet Daff says half man, half wolf, half horse. It'd be incredible.
It's too many halves, by the way.
1.5 thing. It'd be amazing.
It's just a regular werewolf riding half a horse. I need to get to 50, don't I? I'll move so slowly.
Yes, because I kind of understand, like, they went with werewolves because they wanted a lot of the enemies in Village have like weapons, like they hold shovels or sickles or swords or whatever. So you kind of can't make them just regular old zombies. It was the same thing in 4. You had to have the villagers be the Los Plagas or whatever.
Oh my God! Look at his head. Oh no, that's such a bad. Oh God.
I mean, he hit you so hard in the head, your head went through your shoulder.
No, yeah, they just said, no, we're not letting you try to get up from that. Go home. Damn it!
So it reminds me of reading that
Oh, God, how much time is left? Like 15 minutes? 15 more minutes of this man beating me
This
senseless.
torture.
Like, if I had the time, I could sit down, I could study this, because I feel like I'm starting to see a pattern with him. Like when
you're able to get to 25 in a round. That's something.
when he kind of gets into his groove, it's like just haymaker after haymaker, and he tends to switch hands too. So it's like coming from the right, coming from the left, coming from the right, coming from the left.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can get like a really good dodge like that, then I can get like 1 or 2 body shots in. But if I make one mistake, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Nick says you got to give it to the last try to win like him, or else you lose the crown.
I'm pretty sure this does not count as a Souls game, Nick. It's just my unprofessional opinion. Jesus Christ. Look at that animation. Like, he died. He legit just fell right back down. Like, I thought he was standing, and he was not.
Bishop beats the count, but how does he look to you?
He looks like a guy who's wondering what happened, and that's where the job of the corner comes in when he gets back to the corner. Tell him why he got hit.
Take the shot.
Keeping his hands up, getting his opponent's offense. Frost getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand.
Stay away from those.
Left
Come
to the
on.
body.
Oh, stay away from those, coach. Thanks.
Really paid off. Just back to basics. 1, 2, boom, boom. That is an ice.
So yeah, he's in that pattern now where he's just going back and forth.
Yeah. Luffy with some good advice. Just don't get hit.
Thank you.
That's pretty good advice.
That's what I needed. Now we can do this, guys.
I know what I've been doing wrong.
I'm failing you, Luffy.
Good body shot. It's a tough moment for Andre Bishop right now. He's hurt. I can hear his corner saying, spit out your mouthpiece. They're just looking for any excuse right now to get some time.
Crap.
Andre Bishop knocked
That was not as good as the first time. I survived the first round.
Expect Gus, a good trainer, put a positive spin on it right away. The psychological part, he's going to tell him, okay, you have a good chin. Now, stop testing it. Move
That's
after
it.
the punch.
That's
Don't make
what I
that
like.
same mistake.
Just go ham. Go ham. All punches to the body. You can't stop me, Frost. Oh, crap. He just stopped me.
Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon.
Oh, damn. Like, he knocked me out while getting punched. Like, we hit each other.
Yeah.
He was just that much stronger than me.
Yeah. He just went right through it. Yeah. Yeah, Milky says Resident Evil 8 seems to be aimed to a slightly different market. I get 8 once I get a Series X, but I'm not going near 7. Seem to never let go of the tension. Yeah, 7 is, I think I said in that video, 7 feels very much like a spiritual successor to the original Resident Evil, whereas this Village very much feels like a successor to Resident Evil 4, which is definitely more of an action-adventure game.
Is
than a
Capcom
horror.
still working on that 4 remake, Resident Evil 4 remake?
Yeah, they've never officially announced it, but it's all the credible leaks have said that that's their big remake project after they did 2 and 3.
Right.
That they want to make it like a really big. I mean, because Resident Evil 4 is also much longer than 2 and 3. It's probably the game itself is probably as long as 2 and 3 combined. So.
Oh no! Oh my god! This is so bad.
Brutal. Yeah. It's also funny because my video is probably 5 seconds, like seeing the gameplay is 5 seconds behind you, and so you're just like, oh no, and now I'm like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Spoilers, you got hit. That's what happened.
Oh man. I feel bad for Andre.
Yeah, this is his personal hell. It's like Returnal. You just keep waking up and he has to keep getting his ass kicked by this guy.
Oh crap. Man. He just stopped his heart. Alright, well, we'll take a break from from him getting his ass destroyed like that. We'll see who's in the actual game, because we were talking about it earlier.
Oh, yeah.
We have Mike Tyson. We have Ali. Don't know who David Haight is, but there's George Foreman, the young one. Joe Frazier. Lennox Lewis is in the game.
Okay.
Don't know Eddie Chambers or Tommy Morrison. That's old George Foreman. He gets 2, because he did like retire and come back, right? Like that was his whole thing.
Also, his grill. Can you play as like a transformer of his grill?
I wish there was some nod to his grill and its
that'd be amazing.
Ubiquitousness in this game.
Yeah.
Vander Holyfield. Is his ear intact? Can we see that?
With or without ear? I think they were able to like reattach it afterwards. I hope.
I think they did. Right. Sonny Liston. Oh, here's your boy Butterbean.
Yes.
Let's fight with Butterbean,
the legend.
And then we'll go through the rest of these guys here.
Oh, Butterbean looks what a gross man. I love it.
Oh, look at Andre Bishop, the cool one with the fro.
Butterbean looks like I thought you were gonna do a Butterbean versus Butterbean, which would have been incredible. Butterbean looks like
These are fake fighters here.
what's the bad guy from Minions? Gloop?
Gru.
Gloop? Gru.
Gru.
Also known as Gloop to some people.
I want to have Butterbean fight someone who should absolutely destroy him. Let's put Tyson in the ring and see if we can overcome the odds. Like he's 74 versus 92 overall.
Oh, Butterbean's like the lowest rated character in the game, isn't he? Butterbean. Justin Ferraro says, "How do I play this on PS5?"
I don't.
EA
Yeah,
Play,
EA
right?
Play. Yeah, EA Play exists
Yeah.
on that, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just know I have it because you get it for free as a part of Game Pass Ultimate
Right.
on
So, yeah.
Xbox. But
So
yeah,
either-
if this is included on the Xbox Game Pass, I imagine it's included on that.
Though, does EA Play have a PC counterpart?
That's also a good question. I don't know. Yes, I say with no confidence at all. I don't actually know.
Ooh, this man is so big.
I love this Butterbean.
They don't mind if it ends in 20 seconds. You expect it to be a quick one tonight.
Tyson expects it to.
This is basically like having the Kingpin fight you.
Yeah. Is Butterbean just the same character model as the dude with the scar?
Right? Ow, like Tyson's hooks don't miss. Like they're just they're just on you. Ow, he just slipped my uppercut.
Hey, look, I'm going to use baseball as an analogy. You have a power pitch.
Funny when he just says that jiggling. That jiggle physics.
Look at the jiggle tech.
Yeah. The jiggle tech.
You can also throw a changeup. Tyson can do so many more things than his opponent.
Oh man. Like, how do you train for boxing and still look like this? Like, I'm kind of fascinated by that.
I can't hear the announcers, but apparently the announcers are even clowning on him, which is pretty funny. Luffy says it's Hank from Breaking Bad.
Yo, it does look like Schrader.
I can't not see that. I want a Breaking Bad boxing game.
Who do you think will be the highest rated? Gus?
Probably Gus, yeah.
Have you been watching Better Call Saul?
I've watched. I'm not caught up on the latest season. I watched.
Yeah, I don't think I am
seasons,
either.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because those are all on Netflix, right?
Netflix. Yeah. Show's great.
It is fantastic. Like,
for-
probably one of
for
the
a show,
best sequels.
Spin-offs. Yeah.
I mean, not sequels, prequels. Oh, man, he just put me
Yeah.
on the floor.
It was also a thing that, like, on paper, I was like, why are they making this? Like, Breaking Bad's, like, so iconic. Why would you possibly make this thing?
But
And then
I
you watch it,
guess-
you're like, oh, this is incredible.
Yeah, I guess they had a lot of creative juices still flowing.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bob Odenkirk. Man, so good.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Have you seen that new movie he's in? What is it?
Yeah, Nobody.
Nobody. I have not seen it
Yeah.
yet. It looks
really good.
Oh, it is really okay. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
because it looked
it's-
really great
I
from
mean,
trailers.
It's John Wick. Like, it's literally, I think, written and directed by the guy who did John Wick. So it's just, yeah, fight scenes are incredible, and yeah, really good stuff.
Oh God, this might have been a mistake. Tyson is not one to fuck with. Look at that uppercut.
Luffy says, yeah, Gus is the bad guy in the new Far Cry game, Far Cry 6.
Right.
Which that was supposed to come out this spring, but clearly did not. So I assume we'll see more of that in a couple weeks at the Ubisoft conference at E3. I imagine that'll just be a fall game. Maybe September or something, October. And when he says, didn't Tyson have any tattoos yet? No, if this
No,
is
this is young Tyson,
Tyson
yeah.
is prime, yeah.
Like, people were like very concerned for him when he got that big face tattoo.
Yeah.
It was kind of uncharacteristic for the man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a crazy person, so I guess it wasn't uncharacteristic in that regard.
Yeah. But that's like one of those decisions. Like, is everything good? You good, man?
Oh my god, his whole, like, you can see all the leverage in that punch. He just put his whole heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
Butterbean, you're outclassed. Why'd you do this? Was this your dream, Butterbean, to get beat up by a man like Tyson?
Butterbean's got a lot of guts to get up after being knocked down, but he does not look good at all. There's that hook to the body.
I just want one knockdown. Come on.
Get one knockdown against the king.
Come on. I got.
If only you could bring Butterbean into the story mode and have him fight Frost.
Like, I don't know if he'd have any advantages.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. He's dead. That's over. That's absolutely done. Like, they rang the bell and everything.
They just shut the lights off. They're like, all right, everyone's got to go home.
I'm not getting up. What are you... You think I'm trying to get up now after that? Just get to 10, ref. Don't drag this out anymore.
There you go.
Anyway, I think we're at just about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we'll end with Mike Tyson knocking out Butterbean, which, let's be real, that's what would have happened.
Yeah, pretty realistic,
right.
To be honest.
So, Marty, anything you want to plug or let folks know you're involved in coming up?
Yeah, you can follow me at McBiggity with 2 G's and 2 T's. I had a column go up yesterday that was about when's going to be the right time for Sony and Microsoft to sort of leave the old gen behind and embrace the new gen. And I think that's not going to be for a while, for a lot of different reasons. So yeah, check that out. And then working on a couple other things. We also every Saturday now we have our new Star Wars show, Escape the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So we're doing it weekly breakdowns of the Bad Batch on Disney Plus. And if you haven't watched the Bad Batch, I recommend it.
I need to catch up on that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Wait, should I watch Rebels first before going to that? Like, I've seen all of Clone Wars, but Rebels I have not started yet.
Rebels is really good, but no, Bad Batch takes place before Rebels. So though there is a cool connection, but no, it's you're fine.
All right, so I think I will go into Bad Batch first, and then go back and watch Rebels.
Yeah, Bad Batch feels like a sequel to Clone Wars, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah. How about you?
For myself, you can catch me tomorrow, like we mentioned earlier, with Jack and Nick playing Monster Hunter Rise in the evening. Mm-hmm. Following that, I don't know. Check my Twitter. I'll probably tweet if I'm going to be playing with the open party or just on any other random pop-up stream if I get the time. But yeah, that pretty much wraps things up. Hope you guys all enjoyed this stream. I know I did, because this is a fantastic game, and if you haven't played it, find a way to and play through it because it's great. Thanks, Marty, for joining me again.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else to mention other than, thank you for all your donations. Thank you for your subscriptions and super chats and stuff like that. Like, we really appreciate those. They help us make this kind of content. So keep those up anytime you see us streaming. But I guess that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Peace. Thanks for hanging out, chat.